as soon as settlers suñ toogee Sénégal avec Nigerian bi suñ waxee.
It's been a long time that we've been here.
It's always
And we not going nowhere. We say from the start of time, just seed have been planted, and the roots from just seed are forever the strongest. Them will spread propaganda and lie. Through them no say the roots can die. That's why I and I knows that we have the answer for your cry. So if you're looking for the roots, then know where to find way. So if you're looking for the roots, then know where to find way. Them one like them, no, but them know the roots don't go nowhere. So when you're looking for the roots,
20% of people have that opportunity. How can that 20% you can find the right to rule?
Schooling and wisdom, schooling and education, they separate.
Thank you. But Gambia is all about formal education. What the hell, you know? So Nyaring Safa Janga, 10, 20 people out of 1 million. Those people just keep on ruling the country. They run things based on that fact. What do they have?
But that was the creation of Jammeh himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
The so-called elite, you know?
Yeah, the creation of Jammeh himself.
Yes, yeah. You know, when I say Jammeh, I mean the atmosphere that created Jammeh.
But you see, his atmosphere too would create a different breed. But this breed wouldn't be like Jammeh. This next breed coming after Jammeh would be more social. Because you know what? Jammeh bridged that gap between going from that corrupt world to a more balanced society.
The same attitude goes, you know, in the so-called developed places, like in the West.
Exactly.
You know, because okay, it's all about the silver spoon.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to change hands, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It never want to be going. It's unfair, yeah.
So, I see the same things in Gambia every other time.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you talk Gambia today, most people don't know the amount of things that the government has to do to balance that. Things like even housing, social security and everything. I mean, Gambian social security company is putting out houses for $5,000 to $25,000. This is supposed to be for the poor people because you see it here as well. Right? But when it happens, who? Me and you, the opportunities we have. What do? We go and take it all. Half of us have houses in Gambia who never ever leave this. You know? But it's just out of greed. So the problem is not only them, because new Gambians feel like we're the ones that afford money, we're the ones that can afford. So it's what direction are we taking our country? You know what I mean? Because we're the ones that go back home with the big cars, we're the ones that go back with the new idea, the new attitude. Yeah, it all comes from us. So as much as he can do, what are we doing as citizens? You know what I mean? What are we doing to sort of change our brand? Like, you know, you can come over here, you can do whatever you want, but at least when you make it, so when the plane lands, you have a different idea, you have a social responsibility. Amos, I'm a Gambian, so I fly the flag as a Gambian. Even here, there's a certain way as a Gambian you're supposed to act, because there's certain characteristics of Gambia you have to carry every time. You know, you see the British man who die every time for Britain, you know. They'll have that never say die attitude, always for Britain, with respect, punctuality, everything. So why do we forget ours? Then when we come over here, whatever we do, we go back over there, we sell them a lie, a dream.
Yeah, it's about time we start the construction of our own home, innit?
Like before charity starts at home.
Yeah,
so we have to build our own stuff. Individual houses have to become a bit more solid.
I mean, as a home,
as a home, and
homeland.
The thinking of people. Our whole mentality, our whole psyche towards development is wrong.
We must involve, but Modu Boy is not saying anything, you know what I mean? No. He's grabbing the golden.
He doesn't get involved.
The golden spoon.
He's the producer. The producer doesn't get involved. He's the producer. Don't worry.
We want to hear some another viewpoint from Modu Boy.
So after 19 years.
Yeah, man.
After 19 years. Lena, the benefits and the concerns for you, because
there's a lot of concerns, but the concerns are a little bit trivial at this very moment. You know, the benefits are there's a lot more Gambians eating. There's a lot more Gambians eating. There's a lot more Gambians scared.
From the pot or
from the pot. I mean, just eating as in there's a lot more Gambians today with a life, with something to eat, with a future to fight for, with you know, with an opportunity, better than there was 20 years ago. Now, for me, that trumps up any other thing, any other personal feelings I'll have about the man. Because here you go, they have Gambians today. I see my fellow Gambians all the way up country. I mean, there's more schools they were up country before. So now you don't have to joge Basse pour know them
secondary school
or St.
also,
Augustine.
yeah.
You can get it there. And those people become educated. At least it's not there yet, but Gambian finances is a bit more balanced today. I mean, how long again I like Gambia? I love the fact that I'll go today and I'll see the biggest house and the nicest car, and the guy driving it is not from the names that you knew from the top before. You like who is this? They tell you it's Uncle O from Bricks. You're like, wow, okay, that's nice. I don't want to go and see blah 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 blah. And this is the man that afforded that. Without that.
So you mean anybody can be anyone?
Of course, in Gambia. Most of the people that are in Gambia now that are anything don't come from a generation of having anything.
So you kind of dismiss all this news coming out of Gambia as if people are starving, and then
some of the news in every country you go in this world, people are starving. So we have to take it in the right context. Some of it are wrong. Some of it is almost every news coming from Gambia is correct, but in the right context is normal.
In some ways.
In the right context is normal. Like people are dying. I mean, listen, just in Leighton over here tonight, we had the worst death that we ever have in Gambia. Somebody in Leighton died out of starvation. Now, that can't be any worse in a country that has plentiful. So when Gambia makes these mistakes too, we have to be careful not to overjump, because we're asking Gambia to be white as white when we know in this world there's nothing that is white as white. We're not white as white. We can't even be very, very, very truthful. So we're asking the government and its people to be extra open with everything. That's not going to happen. The government will always have its secrets.
So, but what do you think of the, when he first came to power, I think in '94, he declared war on corruption and accountability.
Yeah.
But we don't hear any more of those slogans anymore.
Well, I mean,
what happened to
the reason why you don't hear those slogans anymore
is it because the hand is dipped inside the
the silver spoon has a so-called
first thing first, everything works, everything can be calculated. Everything can be well thought of. When you think about it, my thing is, in Gambia, number one, when we say corruption, I understand there is corruption, but there isn't that much money going to Gambia where you can stick your hand in the pepper jar and enrich yourself. This is what most people seem to forget. The money going to Gambia is public notice. It's public. You can access it from the internet here, so you know how much he can actually pick. And I don't see any millions where he can even take a good loose 5 million to his pocket. You know what I mean? But then Gambians roam around believing that he's got 100 million. The whole country doesn't even have that. So how can he become that rich? They say drugs and drugs. Listen, the drugs coming from Gambia, we know because we live in the first world country. Drugs from Gambia will be the last rate drugs. You think you go on the street and you tell them, I got some coke from Gambia, and it becomes high, top-notch shit. Who the hell knows Gambia for it to be that relevant, where our president can even move 100 kilos or 200 kilos?
Well,
this is my point. Like, who? We live here. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
No. It's not the people you think are doing it. No, it's nothing like that.
Well, how do you think
it's
it works?
people? Well, no, I think I don't have the right to describe that on the radio. But
what I'm saying is, it's like this. Common sense. Common sense tells you. Do you really think a guy in Colombia would load a boat, drive it to Gambia, thousands of miles, a lot more further than it is for its destination, then fly it again from Gambia to bring it over here? Do you really think it makes business sense? No, I'm just asking.
No, they pick them up. No. They pick small pickups by helicopters and private jets. That's how they do it.
You work in Tesco now.
Yeah.
Do you really think that Tesco will go in and double their logistics, their cost of transportation? You think they would do that? No. So it doesn't make any sense. So even forget him. But how about the dealers or his suppliers? Why would they want to do that? It doesn't make any financial sense. As a matter of fact, instead of being able, if you tell me everybody doubles, because like each individual, we all get pulled by the law of fast money or whatever. So he might be pulled by the law of fast money, but even if he has to, it's on no scale where there is millions and millions being tapped. Gambia, you can say other people, even if Gambia has been used as a drugs hub, it will just be on a commission base.
Which is $3 million. Which is $3 million.
Over 3 weeks, then I'll probably give you 300K or 100K. I mean, we don't even have a market. You know what I mean?
But that's why I heard. But that's why
much flights coming from Gambia or much transportation.
You don't see those flights. You don't see those flights. People, ordinary people, don't see those flights.
Every flight flying, you can go and it's online. So this is what I'm saying. Don't.
You know where Cape Verde is? Do you know where Cape Verde is?
Of course, I know where Cape Verde.
You know the Atlantic Ocean?
I went to Cape Verde.
Yeah?
I went to Cape Verde.
Very good.
Yeah, I went to Cape Verde.
So the geography between Cape Verde, Dakar, and Gambia, can you describe that a little bit? So that's easy. That's an easy pick up, an easy drop.
Cape Verde.
Yeah.
Cape Verde don't produce no cocaine there. It doesn't come from there.
They don't have to produce it.
No, but
you don't have to. Gambia doesn't produce it.
Uncle,
Gambia does not produce cocaine. But now I heard so many people, so many young people are hooked on cocaine.
Where did they get that idea from? From us? You know if they get them, they want drugs.
No.
We learn about it in our foreign journeys and take it back home.
So you reckon?
Let's not blame him.
So you reckon it's from here then?
But listen, Uncle, since by the time we grow, we will know about Periak, from our uncles and that go
high speed,
like I So when these people go and find out, we're the ones that go back home. Some of us here come here, become crack addicts and blah blah blah. When we go back home, so are you and introduce the same thing to the public too? But there is no way that the government in Gambia would have to introduce any drugs.
No, I never meant the government. Not the government, but the government having to allow these drug cartels to use the Gambia. Therefore, that kind of facilitated the use of cocaine for those young youths.
Let me ask you a question.
At the same, I'm gonna have to blame the government.
But where have you seen in this world where money doesn't unlock the doors? Like, I mean, I like to see anywhere in this world where there's no money doesn't unlock the doors.
But as you then described, don't you think you said Gambia is more developed than 20 years ago?
Of course it is.
According to you. Now, I believe you, right? Yes?
Yeah.
Now, and you said Gambia, the money Gambia is getting from the outside world is very minimal.
Yeah.
And also the Gambian revenue and all that, yes?
Yeah.
So therefore, how would the Gambia develop to this level if there weren't any other form of income coming in that weren't registered legally, i.e. drug cartels having to use Gambia and pay them $3 million a year? Remember, the president himself said he was offered $3 million by some mad American drug dealers to use Gambia. But he turned around to them and said, no. So who the hell are we to believe that the president then said no to them?
You see, this is what I was saying earlier on. Sometimes you guys take the president too personal. It's like everybody feels like it's your big brother.
No, the president. Why is the president saying that on air? You see what I'm saying? Sometimes the president comes across sometimes very funny, funny and very irresponsible when it comes to words.
Yeah, but like it's every other Gambian. Like it's every other Gambian, and they want to stop him. This is my point. If I'm irresponsible with my words and say what I want, why do I want him to be responsible when I'm not? I'm irresponsible. Whoever is listening to is irresponsible.
That could be a sign of a free spirit.
Exactly.
Like you are free.
Yeah, the man is free.
But if you can be now, listen, that's fantastic. That's very good. So if you can
say this, he comes up with something. But
that's
you
right.
can't tell me that when he says money,
that's
somebody
actually,
offered me $3 million. Do you think the rest of the world took him serious? No, it's only us running around there thinking that it's right.
No, the world has taken him. No. Now, the world has taken him seriously. You know why? Because he's one of his collaborators, one of his cause got arrested. They kidnapped him in the waters and took him to some Guinean. The Guinean drug lord and the chief of the army. He's in the hands of the Americans. You know about that story.
But that's from Guinea.
I saw the footage.
You know,
that man, as long as that man is in their hands,
he's a Navy guy.
Yeah.
Navy, exactly.
How big is Guinea? Do you know Guinea is almost 3 times the size of Gambia in terms of power, money,
yeah, it's big. Cost is big.
So
big.
That means Guinea has a significance, at least a tiny significance when they talk West African politics. But then again, we go out of Guinea. We're talking about Gambia.
Now
the
listen.
Most insignificant. This is where I want us to start off first with Gambia.
I think
we are the tiniest the most insignificant country in West Africa. So before
So
we go on,
okay.
I mean, talking about our problems like